Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another special edition of the Mega Strange Mailbag,
Mailbox.
Hotline, whatever you want to call it. We are your faithful hosts, your spooky chauffeurs, Derek and Johnny.
Ghost Toast.
Yeah, and we will take you on a tour through the world of the supernatural, as we like to do from time to time. Johnny,
yeah.
Have you experienced anything supernatural lately?
Yeah, I got COVID.
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Johnny got COVID. He had a brush.
I'm negative
He
now.
had a near-death experience.
Yeah, I saw.
He's negative now.
I saw the spirit realm. I saw the shadow realm.
Well, I'm glad you bring it up, actually, because a lot of our faithful viewers were worried and concerned last week when we didn't have any new content come out.
Yeah, now they know.
No new episode, no mailbag. It's because Johnny was self-isolating like a responsible young man, trying not to spread the COVID, which you probably failed. I think you infected a bunch of people along the way.
I didn't infect anyone.
You were probably like a walking super spreader event.
Yeah, that was me.
You were a hot zone on two legs.
I was like 2 PAX East like stacked on top of each other.
So you got COVID.
Yes.
How'd you catch it?
From PAX East.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, you went to PAX East.
Yeah.
But you could have got it on the plane. You could have got it in the Uber. You could have got it at your hotel. At some point during your travels.
Yeah. I mean, in that realm, a lot of I heard a lot of people that attended PAX East this year got COVID, and
that's hearsay.
Sadly, I heard a what's it called died.
A person
died. No, what do they call their like staff?
A human being.
Their staff, enforcer, and an enforcer died of COVID.
We're talking about you. Why are you trying to deflect on?
I'm just saying.
You're throwing PAX East down. You're talking about this.
I needed a scapegoat,
mysterious person who may or may not have passed away, unconfirmed. I'm just trying to get your story.
Yeah. I don't know how I got it. I was pretty safe. I was double masked. On both flights.
Clearly, you were not safe enough.
I didn't take my mask. I even got like the.
Did you eat pretzels on
No.
the plane? Did you drink seltzer water on the plane?
I kept it on the whole time.
Did you? Hold on, I'm gonna figure out where you got this shit. Did you eat any food at the airport?
No. Did
you eat any food at any time in public while you were in Boston?
Yes.
Okay, you took the mask off.
Yeah.
All right. See, that's mistake number one. I did traveling of my own last week.
Yeah.
And I was wearing one mask. And honestly, I was being pretty cavalier.
Yeah.
They gave me pretzels. I was like ripping that shit off. Scarfing all the pretzels, popping that thing back on, being like, we're good to go.
Hey,
what were you going to say?
Oh, no, you can continue.
I was just going to say I managed to scrape by without catching anything. But I considered it a gamble, basically traveling during this time. And I was trying to be careful. They were giving sanitation wipes and disinfectant Lysol wipes. And I was like wiping off the screen in front of me before I touched it.
I didn't even have a screen.
Can I tell you a story that how I got embarrassed? This has nothing to do with the paranormal.
No, it's good.
So I'm sorry, everyone, but you're going to have to hear about me flying. I didn't know what to watch. I don't like watching normie stuff.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I like to watch weird stuff when I'm on a plane because I feel like it passes the time better.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not, I don't want to watch like the new Marvel movie.
No. I get bored halfway through.
I'll watch a movie that I would never watch ever in regular life just because I'm on an airplane and I'm that like desperate to get out of my head. Whatever. So I put on the movie Alexander.
Okay.
The 2004 Oliver Stone classic
about
Alexander the Great.
Yeah, I remember that movie. Wasn't it bad?
It was awful.
Yeah,
it was so
that's all
bad.
I remember from that movie is that's really bad.
It was painfully bad. It was dog shit. It was so bad. But for whatever reason, I'm like an hour into this movie and the plane lands and I have to change over to a new flight. Right?
Okay.
And on the first plane, I'm sitting next to Sean. But on the second flight, I'm next to two strangers. And the flights are cramped, and these two people, I'm wearing a mask. They're not wearing masks. There's a little tension to begin with.
Yeah.
And we take off and the plane, the screen in front of me turns on. And I think to myself, you know what? What else am I going to do? I'm going to put Alexander back on.
You got to know how it ends.
Little did I know, I literally just queued up to the scene I was on. Rosario Dawson shows up randomly.
Yeah.
And there is a heinous rape scene. And it's like full nudity. And I'm like, like these two people sitting next. I just sat down and put this on.
You should have committed to it.
Out of nowhere.
You should have been like, yeah.
I'm like, Well, I did commit to it because I'm like, well, I'm watching Alexander, but I'm also like, like awkwardly shifting in my seat, checking my watch, like,
dude,
I didn't want people in the seats behind me to know what to do. So I'm like stretching and yawning, like trying to like obscure the screen, probably getting more attention, attracted to what's happening on my screen.
If I was if a stranger sat down next to me on a flight and then scrubbed through a movie to a heinous rape scene, I would think that
didn't even scrub. Yeah, it's like queued it up and hit play. Just like I knew exactly where it was.
I would have thought like midway through the flight you would have pulled out a katana or something, like chop my head off.
I'm getting heat flashes just really thinking about it. I'm getting like secondhand embarrassment just thinking about it right now. So that was my flight.
Yeah. I had a similar thing on my flight where I sat down. I had the N95 mask with the double straps. Like I was fucking like strapped in.
Okay.
And these two like women with blonde hair sit down next to me. One has like a baby strapped to her.
Okay.
And I'm like, look at them, like whatever, AirPods in. And I hear the woman over the loudspeaker go like, masks are now optional so we could see your smiling faces. And then I see the woman next to me start like clapping. And I was like, oh God, this is going to be awful. I fall asleep and then I wake up and there's those two women are gone. And there's a different guy next to me with a mask on. He goes, hey, what's up? I was like, what the fuck happened? Apparently Kevin saw it, but mid-flight they moved, but it was such a jarring experience to have. Maybe I got COVID from them.
Yeah, that could have been where they dosed you.
Yeah, they dosed me.
Well, now that this episode has been properly demonetized.
Yeah. I did want to... sorry.
Go ahead.
I did want to make one final statement. It was always going to be me. I was always the one that was going to get it from the beginning. Like when I was washing my hands so hard. Like it's just the cosmic joke of it coming full circle and me being the one that got COVID. I feel like is the story is completed.
Well, I'm glad you feel better.
Oh, I feel great. It didn't really do... I had fever for like one day. That was about it.
Well, on that note, why don't we get to our call for today?
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
We do. This is a paranormal show. Yeah. We're not just here to talk about...
This is the first episode you're watching.
Yeah, Johnny's health. Little throwback to Mega 64 how it all started.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's fire it up.
Hey, Mega Strange. This is Aiden calling in from Denver, Colorado. And I have a video idea for you guys. I think you guys should look into the urban legends that turned out to be true. For example, I think you guys should look into the Green Man of Pennsylvania. I never believed he was true. My dad would always tell me stories about the Green Man. And then I looked into it and it turns out he wasn't lying to me. They were all 100% true. I think you should do Raymond Robinson a favor and look into him and what other mega strange stories are out there that sometimes, the truth is stranger than fiction, as they might say. Stay strange.
As they say. What a sign-off.
He had like 3 sign-offs.
Thank you, Aiden.
Thank you, Aiden.
First of all, his topic is urban legends that you always believed were fake growing up, and they turn out to be true. And he uses the example of the Green Man of Pennsylvania, which we looked up.
Yeah, we did. It's fucking horrifying.
It's a guy who suffered an accident as a child and basically had his face removed. Though he didn't die, he essentially just had like an exposed skull for a face. And whenever he would go out in public, it would cause so much panic.
Yeah.
He decided to only go out at night, which I can only assume led to even more panic.
Yeah.
Because you would see this guy walking at night and you would think it was the Grim Reaper.
Dude, my soul would have left my body if I saw that like emerge from the darkness.
Instant bowel dump.
Yeah. Full bowel dump.
Full bowel dump. New pants needed. But the topic of urban legends that turned out to be true. One comes to mind for me in particular, a personal one, which is growing up in San Diego. I had always heard of this haunted house.
Yeah.
like a carnival haunted house, like a Halloween haunted house. First of all, we have real haunted houses for Halloween time here in San Diego. We have like the Del Mar Fair, where we film the Faircast for Mega 64, does the Del Mar Scream Zone. And, you know, they have this, they have a couple here, like the Haunted Hotel is another one. And they're volunteers, you know, dressing up in makeup, just doing a haunt.
Yeah.
Scaring you. You pay money to get scared. Well, I'd always heard about this one in San Diego where you sign a waiver to go into and they can touch you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They can grab you. And I heard, according to the urban legend, that like it's if you can make it through the haunted house, it's free. Like it costs money to get in, but they'll give you your money back if you can make it. But you have to sign a waiver so they can basically do whatever they want to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that sounds like bullshit. Even when you're a kid, you're like, okay, that's scary, but there's no way that's real.
Yeah, like hearing a kid be like, I heard there's a haunted house where they could beat you up. You're like, nah, fuck you, Jacob.
That's basically the story. Well, it turns out that it was real.
Oh, yeah.
It turns out that it was a haunted house known as McKamey Manor, and it was actually founded in San Diego.
I actually am obsessed with McKamey Manor.
Yeah, you've heard of this.
Yeah, it's free, except you have to give the owner a can of dog food for his dogs.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It is free.
Yeah.
The urban legend said that it was free if you could survive it, but they misconstrued the truth. They had an elements of the truth, but yeah, it's donation only. You have to volunteer to go in. You have to donate dog food, which is then given to a charity. But I think it's a psychological thing. Like you make your offering of dog food because you're about to be dog food.
Dude, for real. Sorry.
I was just going to say there's a documentary. I found out it was real because I watched a documentary about it, and they said the guy now lives in Tennessee, or at the time of the filming of the documentary, he was living in Tennessee. He had to move out of San Diego because of a lawsuit. And I was like, he had to move out of San Diego? He was in San Diego. It was all true.
Yeah.
The stories he says are, and I've seen videos, they fuck with you. You go in there, they blindfold you, they will gag you, they will tie your hands behind your back, they will stuff things into your mouth, they will regurgitate onto you, they will force feed you things, they will dunk your head in water, they will lock you in a coffin, they will lock you in a refrigerator, they will they really torture you. They do everything short of like kicking and punching you.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the only thing they don't do. They don't hit you. They don't physically like hit you with stuff, but I think they like rub your face and slap you a little bit.
I saw one where they shaved this woman's head and made her eat her hair.
No way.
I'm not joking. They're all on YouTube. Also, yeah, he films every haunt.
He said that
they're all on YouTube.
Here's the scariest part to me, which was not scary until I got older and really thought about it. He would have high school students work the haunted house.
Yeah.
And he said that one time the student's like English teacher came through the haunted house and the student recognized him. So he ran to the trash can and pulled out a bag of dog poop and came and like rubbed it in the teacher's face. And I just thought like, yeah, man, don't give high school kids that level of like
control,
sadomasochistic freedom, like where they could just unload on their teachers when they happen to walk into this torture chamber.
A couple years ago, I wanted to look into like what it's like now, and this was a couple years ago. I don't know fully what they're doing now, but apparently they've had so many issues with like the housing situation that now if you sign up for it, they make you go to a location and then the haunt starts when a van pulls up and you get into the van and
you don't even know where you're going.
And they start torturing you in the van before you go to the fucking house. Like it's
so
anyway,
my personal opinion, having watched the documentary on the guy who runs it.
Yeah.
This dude is sick.
Yeah. He's fucked up.
I think
he was like ex-military too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that he gets a satisfaction out of doing this to people. 100%. I think there's I don't know if it's sexual, but there's definitely like a fetish to this guy making people experience fear. It's so like the gratification he seems to get out of doing this goes beyond like, haha, happy Halloween. Isn't this fun? It's like, bro, you're making me feel really uncomfortable.
Dude, the footage of those people after they get out is always hilarious.
They're traumatized.
They're like covered in shit
and blood.
and they're like, that was great. I'm really glad I did that. Just feel really good. I feel alive. And I'm like, damn, I can't. Like, it feels like they ran a marathon.
Those are the people who like. Those are best case scenarios.
Oh,
I swear people have to have like a heart attack when you're in there.
Yeah,
I think that's why he had to leave California.
Oh yeah,
because of some sort of lawsuit.
I'm
like that. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of like if there's any New Jersey ones that I can recall.
Urban legends that turned out to be true.
There was one that I always thought was fake.
Yeah, what was it?
They taught us in school. The area of New Jersey I grew up, a lot of the Civil War was fought over there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, there because like a lot of the there's a lot of parks that are like Battleground Park, you know, like because it's like it's
cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Player Unknown, Battleground Park.
I'm trying to remember the name of the area. It was like something with a W. I can't remember right
Warzone.
now. Warzone. Fuck, I can't remember. I went to the middle school that was in the area. Whatever, I'll move on.
So what was the urban legend?
It was that there was this woman named Molly Pitcher.
Okay.
And that she like would get the troops water when they were like mid battle.
Like a pitcher of water?
Yeah, yeah. Like there was a well in this area I grew up in, and yeah, she would run to the well and like have two pitchers, and she would like start. And I was like, there's no way that's fucking real.
All right, men, listen up. You see that ridge over there? You're gonna go up that ridge. You're gonna find the enemy, and you're gonna kill him. Sir, I'm really thirsty.
Send Molly in there.
Can I get some water before we do this battle? Molly Pitcher, come on over.
Dude. Yeah, so there is that well is still there, and if you go to the well, it has a whole plaque for her and everything. I was like, this just seems like fluff, like that they made up.
Okay.
Like maybe this person existed, but like you should look up. There was like shit in my textbook of like these heroic photos of her with like pictures of water.
No way. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
The real hero of the Civil War is Molly Pitcher.
Yeah.
And she's like running through the battle and there's like explosions going off behind her and there's like these horses trying to chomp her. And she's got like these frothing pitchers of water. Like they're kind of splashing.
Yeah.
But she's also like collecting all the water drops so they don't, because they got to go in the soldiers' mouths.
Yeah.
So she can't spill too much as she runs like through the minefield, explosions going off around her. She's dodging cannonballs with the pitchers. I'm really enraptured by this idea of Molly Pitcher now.
Yeah, I'll show you a photo after this.
She's real?
I think so. I don't know. It seems fake, but I think she's real. I don't know. Like I said, there's a plaque next to. I think that she's made up, and soldiers would just go to that well, and they kind of wanted to add like this story.
Well, we'll have to get to the bottom of that because if there's a plaque, there's got to be something.
A lot of people don't believe me that like a lot of the Civil War was fought in New Jersey, or parts of the Civil War were fought in New Jersey, but half of New Jersey was the North and the South. So like they would meet in the middle where I'm from, like a lot.
So it was a pivotal. It was basically the front lines of the Civil War.
Yeah.
How about that? Well, I think that is a great story, Molly Pitcher, and I highly recommend people out there check out McKamey Manor if you want to know about this fucked up haunted house, real haunted house you can go to. And what are you going to say?
Wemrock is the name of the
nice Wemrock.
Yeah.
Look it up and look up another episode of Mega Strange every Wednesday and every Saturday. We'll be back with a full-length episode this Saturday, and we can't wait to share it with you. Follow us on Instagram at Mega Strange Podcast. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. If you like this video, be sure to click on some more videos from the Mega Strange Podcast. We have tons of hotline episodes and tons of full-length episodes that are going to keep you entertained and scared. So stick around with us for a while. Watch some more videos.